Hi ladies, I'm Brittany.
And I'm Leah. Today we are doing a video on natural beauty
And body care and everything.
Right. And we've been attracted to natural beauty for our separate reasons, though they're similar. So just a quick video on why we're all of a sudden going into this. I have had some health issues. I'm still having some tests run. And the last time I went to the doctor, she told me to basically be a hippie. No more chemicals on my body like perfumes, cosmetics, skincare, cleaning the house, to basically stay away from all chemicals and literally go dig in the dirt and get dirty. So I started looking at all the chemicals I put on my body, in my face, my hair, and basically I was bathing myself in chemicals every day. And so the progression of how I'm getting rid of things is I changed my hair first, because actually coloring my hair caused a flare-up of the issue that I've been dealing with. So I'm not dyeing my hair anymore, at least it's not going to touch my scalp. And I changed my shampoo and conditioner immediately. As soon as she said, go be a hippie, I went and bought it's Shea Moisture, which I know is all natural ingredients. I can read every single ingredient on the back, and it's plant-based. So I did that already, and next I'm working on body care, and I'm actually making my own body care right now. And just really trying to stay away from all chemicals. Next will be my skincare and body care are basically the same. I generally am using right now the same thing on my face and my body. And but you know, for like thicker treatments,
oils.
Right, I'm using oils. Right now I'm using coconut oil, sweet almond oil, and
Apricot?
yeah, thank you. Apricot oil. So, and my body's taken really well to them. I have incredibly dry skin, so using the oil wasn't a problem at all for me. And the last thing that I'm going to transition is my cosmetics. I have so much makeup, it's ridiculous. And what's going to end up happening is eventually when I find things that I can transition to, like when I get a natural foundation that I'm pleased with, all of the chemical-laden products will be thrown away. It's just I have to wait to find something new. So as soon as I find replacements for my cosmetics, that'll be happening, but that will be a slow process, because with any cosmetic, drugstore or otherwise, trying to find a product that works for me is incredibly hard. So that will be an incredibly slow process, but for me the hair care was really easy, and even the facial and body cleanser is going to be a little difficult, I feel like, for body. My face I don't really even cleanse anymore. I put oil on my face. I use coconut oil. I rub it all over my face to get my eye makeup off, and then I wipe that all off and I use a natural toner, and my face is clean and it's happy. And I'll reapply like sweet almond or the apricot. I usually actually do like a combination, like one drop of one, a couple drops of the other, and put it on my face because it's really light and easy. So that's kind of my process and what I'm doing now, and what my goal is later, really to have no chemicals at all touching my skin or my body. And as well, like with my daughter, the other day when I was giving her a bath, I flipped it over and looked at the back, and it's just toxin laden, and I was like, oh gosh, I don't know what to give you. Wash yourself with this for tonight, and I'm gonna have to make her a new cleanser because I just can't do it.
Yeah. I actually, when Leah told me about this, I started looking for resources for her. And I was finding people on YouTube and websites and blogs and books. And so, of course, when I'd come across a video, I'd watch it. And the more I watched, the more I was like, me too. I get to be a dirty hippie now. But, like, I kind of knew, like, triclosan, I already knew was an endocrine disruptor. I've already been avoiding that for years. So while everybody goes and buys, like, 500 hand soaps from Bath & Body Works that smell so good, they smell good, I can't use them. Like, if I go to somebody's house and that's all they have, I'm not going to like not wash my hands or something. But for my daily use in my home, repeated exposure, not having it. I've also talked about having a toothpaste that had triclosan and had just horrible sores and blisters. So I knew not only do I have an intolerance allergy to it, but it is affecting my thyroid function, which I've already had problems with basically all my life. So the more I started watching, the more I realized how many things are endocrine disruptors or will increase hormone production or mimic hormone production, mimic endocrine, or not endocrine, estrogen, which you don't want if you're a boy or a girl. You don't want your boy having female hormones or anything that mimics female hormones, and we women have enough to deal with that. We don't need anything like that. A lot of things are linked to cancer, and a lot of things that are linked to cancer, proven to be linked to cancer, are still allowable in the US in products if they are under a certain percent, which is fine and dandy if you're only using that lipstick twice a year for special occasions. But if you are slathering your entire body multiple times a day, every day for 10, 15, 20, 50 years with these products, you're increasing your exposure. That's all there is to it. So you might only have 0.1% in your one product, but if you're putting 27 products on your body every day,
Right.
for 30 years, I'm like thinking, okay, how long have I been wearing fixed cream?
I know.
How long have I been washing my hair since I was born? So yeah, and children's products, actually, some of the big bad stuff is more concentrated in children's products than in ours. So all these commercials like Johnson's, I saw it today and it irritated me, that it was like, my skin's 10 times more sensitive than yours. And I'm like, we're putting 10 times as much gunk on our babies.
Yeah.
That, it's just crazy. And I have already changed most of my son's stuff. I have Honest Company trials and products that I've ordered, changed our toothpaste to all natural that are free of like everything from the Honest Company. I've already changed, we keep his stuff in our bathroom and his bathroom, so wherever he is, he can bathe. He's got Burt's Bees in one, which is pretty good. It's not 100% clean, but it's much, 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 much better than Johnson's. Shea Moisture is another really good one for babies. I'll probably order him some Dress Green lotion. I've used it and loved it. I know what's in it. So I do have a list of things that I'm trying to avoid. There are some things that I feel like it might be impossible to find. It might be impossible for me to find a foundation that is totally clean, the right color, lasts, and doesn't cost $70. It might be impossible.
No, there are, and just a little bit of hope for everyone, all of us here, if you're interested in watching it, and for Brittany, I have found one that there's a YouTuber, Cloudy Apples, I think it was. She's going through things that she loves, like these are like staples for her. And she has a little bit darker skin than we do, but she uses the third foundation in, which is hope for light color. She's not that much darker either, so. And it's only like $30 to $34, which if I add up all the drugstore foundations that I use,
You do have a lot of them.
then I spent $34 easily on foundation. Yeah. So it's not,
Did you
and
check
a
the
little
whole
bit goes
ingredient
along. Yeah, and it's all plant-based. It's like Shea Moisture, like that's the equivalent. So there are things that we can use, but
in theory, if they work for your skin and your
right. But there are different variations of it in different companies, but there are foundations that are all natural that it's around $30 for a foundation. So it's not completely
like
impossible.
the ones I found for oily skin recommendations, $60. For clean, $60. And
Well,
the girl
I'm
was
like
about
that
our
dry
shade, and she's
skin.
like, it's a little bit dark. And I'm like, I might be okay with one or two things that have one or two products that I don't want to use, as long as I'm not using 30 things that each have 2, 5, 7, 8, 12 chemicals in them, because if you look at your foundation,
It's nasty.
it's bad. And I know people are like, the cheaper it is, the worse it's going to be. That's not true.
No, it's not true.
What you're really getting, the difference that you really get when you spend more money is you might get a little higher concentration anti-aging product, a little bit more moisture, maybe some more natural oils, but all the same gunk is still in there. So I don't know. It's going to be crossing that bridge when we get to it. And so I have already started making transitions in a lot of areas. Cleaning products is another big thing. Some of them, there are so many that say Don't get it on your skin. Don't get it in your eyes. Don't let your kids near it. Don't inhale the fumes. Open all the windows and make sure it's properly ventilated. Like carpet cleaner, I think is one that said like kids die every year from ingesting or inhaling carpet cleaner, which makes me really glad I have mostly hard floors. So we've both come to some major realizations, and we don't want to be like extreme crazy people, but for us personally, we've hit some points where it's affecting us and affecting our families, and so we will still have some conventional stuff on here for a good long while.
Yes, we will. And I mean, if this is not a thing for you, in no way am I saying this is how you should live your life. I want to make that very clear. Neither of us are saying this is what you should do. It's just a matter of explaining where the channel is going to be going and how we feel for our personal lives. If my doctor had not said be a hippie, I would still be using the same products and I would still be on the same road, and I'm sure everything would be fine. Mm-hmm. But it's just my doctor made the recommendation and I started looking into it. So, and with the things that we've been reading separately and together, Brittany recommended, she found, what is it? No More Dirty Looks. Author I can't think of right now.
We'll link it.
Sandra and Silla. And there's also Gorgeously Green, and she has a website, and there is a book. It's basically a dictionary almanac for all the ingredients that are in face care. And this author and writer, I'll link it down below as well, is not really of the opinion of you shouldn't have any chemicals on you whatsoever, but it will say, like if you look something up, you know, it should not be used over 0.3%. So anything that's even like that, if there's like a thought of maybe this shouldn't be on my skin, I don't want it on my skin, but you know, they've done testing, but even the way that they do testing is sort of conniving, I feel like. But at any rate, so
and the other point that they make in No More Dirty Looks and a lot of other places I've already seen, just because it's natural doesn't mean it's good for you.
Exactly.
And just because it was created in a laboratory doesn't mean it's going to give you cancer.
Right.
Nobody's saying that. But knowing I have problems with my hormones, knowing I have problems with my thyroid, I'm not going to be triple, quadruple dosing myself with things that are going to affect that long term or even now. I'm not going to continue to do that. Or put my child at risk with even more things that are coming out every day that we don't know about, we haven't tested, and things that don't have to be listed because there's such a minute percent that doesn't have to go on the label.
And things that aren't listed because it's a reaction of when it is packaged and how things link themselves in the product, and when the product actually touches your skin. There's a chemical that when it touches you turns to formaldehyde. So they don't have to list that because that happens after the product's been used. I can't remember which chemical it is.
I know what you're talking about.
But
it's in that same book.
Right, it's in the same book of No More Dirty Looks. So if you're interested in this sort of thing, I would definitely recommend that as a starting place, a jumping off point, because it's full of information. And if you want recipes for body care and skincare and that sort of thing, that is in Gorgeously Green and on her website as well.
And hopefully also something we'll be able to film as we get our recipes down and can say, yes, we've done this 100 times and it's awesome.
Yes.
How hard can sugar scrubs be?
Not hard.
Not hard.
And body lotion. I made body lotion in less than 10 minutes
Yeah.
at home. So I just have to figure out a fragrance that works. But
so we're not trying to scare you, we're not trying to bully you or make you feel bad or guilty. We just want to let you know, like when we start bringing you hauls with things that you've never ever heard of, it's not like some guy down the street that's making stuff in his basement. Well, it might be. I mean, maybe he has a good lotion.
Exactly.
But it's going to be something geared towards this, something cleaner, greener, more natural, organic if we can, and we'll let you know all about that. But in the meantime, we hope you stick around.
Yes, I'm sure you will, because we're funny.
We
Not
think
really.
we are.
We have at least one
That
other
awkward
person who
pause
does.
should have been hilarious. I was waiting for Leah to say something. Thanks for watching, guys.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.